There's a great Roosevelt quote that says comparison is the thief of joy, and I definitely feel that's true when it comes to how we approach benchmarking with employee surveys. Hi, my name is Ryan Tamasebi. I am the People Science Director here at WorkBuzz. I lead our professional services team and support all of our wonderful clients to get the most out of their employee listening surveys. Over the last 15 years, I've worked in the employee engagement and culture research space, and I'm really proud of the fact that here at WorkBuzz I get to work with so many great brands across retail, food production, social housing and government organisations. So it really gives me that varied work and opportunity to work with so many well-recognised but important and impactful organisations. Benchmarking when it comes to employee surveys. It's the non-negotiable, right? It's the thing that all leadership teams will be asking you for before anything else. How do we benchmark? How many different organizations are in the benchmark? And are we above, are we below, and why might that be? But what if I actually told you that benchmarking is likely to be the biggest thing holding us back from making real progress as an organization? What if I told you that benchmarking is the antithesis to making real progress and driving tangible change as an organization? There's a great Roosevelt quote that says comparison is the thief of joy, and I definitely feel that's true when it comes to how we approach benchmarking with employee surveys. I've been sat in so many leadership conversations presenting insights back to executive teams with so much great insight to share with them as to how their team are feeling and what they can really do to make a difference in their business. And straight away the conversation gets bogged down in, well, are we above or below the benchmark? How does that compare to last year? Who's in that benchmark? And how would it look if we were to remove the 10 teams that are the least engaged because they're teams which have been going through the most change, for example? And the conversation becomes about managing and almost manipulating the score rather than really thinking about why our people feel that way. And to be able to get those benchmarks, you need to ask the questions that every organization is asking. Do our people feel valued? Do people believe we're doing the right things as a company from a social responsibility perspective? All of these questions which can give some interesting insight, but what they don't do is give you the opportunity to ask the questions that really matter to your people and to your business right now. It prevents you from really getting to the heart of what is the lived culture that your people are experiencing every day. What are the behaviours that people are seeing being role modelled, or the behaviours which aren't being role modelled to the extent that you would expect them to be? Benchmarking forces you down the route of asking generic high-level questions rather than getting to the heart of the stuff that really matters and what's really driving the colleague experience for every one of your people. So when you're thinking about planning your next employee survey, start thinking about the questions that really matter to you and what the insight gaps are that you need to plug as an organization. Because if you want to make real progress and move forward, you need to stop spending so much time looking left and looking right and focusing on your organization. Set some real goals and targets. What do you want your culture to look like? What does good look like for you and your organization? And how can you start making real progress towards achieving those goals and making a better place to work for every one of your colleagues?